Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and every single day on the Crypto Lifer Show, I go over the news, and we break down things that could be affecting the world markets, the regular markets, and crypto every single day. And we're all focused on Coinbase. A lot of people jumped in because they wanted exposure to Bitcoin, and they got the Coinbase stock. So let's think about what's happening. They're also going out to Bermuda, right? And they're going out there and making a derivative exchange. A lot of things are happening. Coinbase cuddles up to the UAE policymakers as tension with the U.S. regulators grow. Coinbase executive team, including CEO Brian Armstrong, is in the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, this week to meet with the region's policymakers, among others. The team's first UAE visit comes amid souring relations with American regulators. Crypto exchange Coinbase is bolstering its relationship with regulatory authorities in the United Arab Emirates as it's facing mounting challenges back home in the U.S. There's no doubt that the UAE has potential to be a strategic hub for Coinbase, amplifying our efforts across the world, Coinbase said in a blog. It further serves as a particularly strategic bridge between Asia and Europe, two of our existing focuses, international regions to date. Coinbase tensions with U.S. regulators grow. Coinbase's first visit to UAE in Dubai and Abu Dhabi comes amid souring relations. They sued the SEC. The SEC is giving them Wells notices. They said that you didn't follow. They said you never gave us thing. They said they went to numerous times to DC asking for, some type of clarity that they never got. And Coinbase is 100% committed to the home country over the long term, Armstrong said last week during the company's earnings call. But they're going to have to do what they have to do to stay afloat. Let me be clear, we're 100% committed to U.S. I founded this company in the United States because I saw the rule of law prevails here. Armstrong said that's really important, and I'm actually really optimistic on the U.S. getting this right. So am I. I believe over time we're going to get the right people doing the right things. And to me, that's only a matter of time. I stay positive. Sam Altman's crypto project WorldCoin releases first major consumer product. WorldCoin's minimalist wallet, World app, wants to help you prove you're a human in the age of AI. In the age of large language models and ChatGPT, AI is poised to make a weird internet even weirder, turning the content-driven social media apps, news sites, and media platforms of today into future uncanny valleys that blur the line between man and machine. Yeah, there's pictures of people at a party. Not one person was actually real. They were all AI-generated humans. Pretty strange, right? As advances in AI make it more difficult to discern bots from humans, Sam Altman, the co-founder of OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, thinks blockchains can help. Altman's crypto project WorldCoin rose to prominence last year with the controversial Silicon Valley vision for a universal basic income, a crypto token that can be distributed in equal quantity to everyone in the world. That's kind of creepy, but WorldCoin's initial rollout was rocky. The retina-scanning metal orb that the project used for authenticating new users was criticized as dystopian and damning, expose from the MIT Technology Review. The World app, for those without a World ID who've yet to peer into the WorldCoin's retina-scanning orbs, World app will function as a stripped-down crypto wallet, not too dissimilar from the Coinbase wallet, MetaMask, or any other apps that allow people to buy and sell and store cryptocurrency. Passport granting retina scan human access to apps and services gated to the World ID holders. There aren't many applications that leverage WorldCoin's identity protocol yet, but if you squint, you might be able to imagine the future envisioned by SATA, where the World ID is weaved into the very fabric of blockchain. I mean, it is nice to have your ID, but can someone take it once it's out there? You know what I mean? I want to know how secure it is before I put my retina in. I'm really weary of scanning my retina. I was at the airport recently, and they said, do you want to skip in line? And I was like, yeah, why not? And I started to and the guys gave me a form, and then my wife said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. My wife is always weary of anything like that, invasion of her privacy. And what would happen is I saw people just getting their retina scan, and then and it was funny is the machines weren't working, they were doing it, and by the time they were done, we were actually out before they were. So it's pretty interesting. Estonia's registered crypto firms dropped 80% as tough new checks reveal suspicious behavior. And it's funny, a lot of people are in Estonia this week with Tallinn. The controversial crypto law has reduced the number of registered firms in Estonia by around 80%. Around 200 licenses were withdrawn by the firms themselves, and around the same number were rejected by the country's Financial Intelligence Unit, which has been charged with implementing 2022 law that requires companies to keep hefty capital reserves and genuine links to Estonia. Maybe it's good for the people. They don't want to be known as the scam center of the earth. I'm always in between governments taking too much power and also getting protected and making sure that companies don't take advantage of their customers. So interesting article to read over there in Estonia. And that leaves us with the end of the news, man. Thank you so much for jumping on into the news.